When the wedding couple leaves the registry office, rose petals or rice are often thrown at them.
Rice in India too.
Rice originated in Asia. And
Yes.
it's supposed to bring happiness and children together.
Yeah. Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to watch weird German wedding traditions. So there is one thing we Indians love is wedding. And you might have heard about big fat Indian wedding and all these things. And as far as traditions are concerned, Indian traditions are the most famous and the are very viral one, because you might have seen that we put milk and we put like hands in that and we take a ring out of it. And there are very different kind of traditions like Kanyadan. In that, what happens is like how the dad gives away the daughter to the other guy. That's how it goes. And there are many other kind of traditions. And you go more rural in India, you find different type of traditions. So we will see what are the German wedding traditions. So let's watch this
video.
Oh, what are you doing?
Tradition?
I'm preparing for a German wedding.
Huh? Breaking cutlery?
I can imagine, but breaking porcelain is actually a German wedding tradition.
Oh.
Let's take a closer look at why and what other German wedding traditions there are, so that you'll be prepared for whenever you attend a German wedding, or if you even get married here. Let's go.
Let's break some glasses and plates.
Yeah.
Weddings are having somewhat of a revival in Germany. The number of people who agree with marriage has been on the rise in the last 10 years. Tradition is trendy again.
Nice.
The average age of a German bride is 32.3 and the groom 34.8.
Wow, so nice.
Germans often marry a little later than is typical in the US, for example, because Germans study for longer and therefore start working later.
Nice.
Germans don't always get married just for love. Sure, that's the main reason, but German couples also enjoy certain tax advantages.
Wow.
In Germany, people typically have two weddings. The civil ceremony at the courthouse, and then the second one at a church or venue of your choice.
Okay. But why?
The courthouse ceremony is compulsory in order for it to be an official, valid marriage. The ceremonies can be held one after the other, or also a year apart. And the dress code at the registry office is generally less formal, but this is also changing.
Wow.
The cost of the wedding at the registry office varies depending on the federal state and the amount of documents needed. But it's still a pretty small amount compared to how much most Germans spend on their wedding party. More than half of Germans spend between 5,000 and 15,000 on their wedding day, but some often end up spending much more.
Oh,
wedding ring is
5,000 to
usually a
15,000 euros.
No, that means how much? Like
So like if we consider 1 euro is 100.
100.
Rupees. So 1,000 or 100 euros will be 5,000. And then
5,000 and
it will be 10,000, sorry. It will be 10,000. And
I
then
cannot just simply
1,000
multiply.
euros will be 1 lakh.
I need
And then
calculator.
5,000. So that's very cheap. So it's like 5-10 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
In India, normally in wedding, what even the the poor people, what they'll do, they'll take loans. Of course, that is not right. We are stupid at
totally
that point.
against with that.
But the thing is, in India, the thing is, wedding is too big of a thing. Like, and for a father, it is like, okay, I will do everything for
And
my daughter.
especially the ornaments, the gold, the jewelry, the food, everything is so expensive and too much.
And-
Everything Indian wedding I would describe as too much.
And mostly for the relatives and what they'll say. So we'll see what happens in Germany.
Silver or gold ring that is typically worn on the right hand.
wow.
In the past, women often
So
moved their
minimal.
engagement
Yes.
ring from the left hand to the right hand as a wedding ring. Nowadays, however, most people have separate engagement rings.
When it comes to surnames, things get a little bit more complicated.
Oh.
In Germany, you currently have to decide whether both take on the same name, both keep their own name, or one person takes on a new double barrel name.
Oh, you have
It's
a
currently not yet
choice.
possible for both people to take on this double barrel name, even when it comes to potential children.
Oh.
When the wedding couple leaves the registry office, rose petals or rice are often thrown at them.
Rice in India too.
Rice originated in Asia. And
Yes.
it's supposed to bring happiness and children together.
Yeah.
Although it's often forbidden now because of food waste reasons. Although, if you look closely, it seems like not everyone is paying attention to this rule.
Yes.
But we catch
If
it
you're
now.
invited to a German
From
wedding,
behind.
the most typical gift is actually money. Although small symbolic gifts like bread with salt are given for the home. And turning
and
money
salt?
into these little origami shapes is very typically German.
Oh. Wow.
Side stories.
Of course, the wedding attire is also a big deal here. Traditionally, the bride wears white, while the groom wears black or blue.
Yes.
Although other colours are currently very trendy in groom's fashion. Fashion designer
India
Francis...
is very different in that. In India, like we all normally wear pastel colors or red and different kind of gowns and different they are very, very expensive.
And sorry, but like I'm not offending someone, but we wear white on funeral.
Yes.
Like it's kind of bad luck for a woman to wear. Like we have this compulsion, not the compulsion. Nowadays, brides are wearing different colors like pink or sort of the pastel ones, but the red is the mandatory. Usually, bride wears the red only.
Yes, and the thing is, like in I've seen in Europe and in USA, like they wear black on funerals.
Yeah.
So that's how different it is. And also the thing is, like how like the marriage tradition is also similar, but yes, we are much more like very ready to spend, you can say.
No.
Iska has seen how bridal wear has evolved.
Many of them pay their dresses alone. I think in the past the family was paying for the dresses, so they had to make compromises. Now it's without compromises. It got more confident, so women show off. They want to show what they have. They show the belly button when they are pregnant.
Woo!
They show a lot of skin. They go for 100%, 120%.
Wow.
Wow.
Very brief history.
The reason why more Germans are getting married now is because many people long for stability and security. However, weddings are not as trendy as they were in the past century.
Why?
Compared to the 1950s, there are only about half as many marriages. Interestingly, since 2012, the divorce rate has decreased.
Oh, nice.
In 2022, Germany saw just under 400,000 weddings, and out of those, about 10,000 were between same-sex couples.
Oh, great.
Same-sex marriage in Germany has been legal since October 2017. In Europe, it is possible in 18 other countries as
In
well.
India, it is not allowed.
German weddings come with their own extensive list of German vocab. And here are my top 3 favourites. JGA, Junggesellenabschied. Basically the end of your bachelor era. So your bachelor or your bachelorette party.
Jungele.
Or as we call them in the UK, a stag do or a hen do. Trauzeuge or Trauzeugen. This directly translates to witness to the marriage. So it's essentially your maid of honour or your best man. Flitterwochen. This is the honeymoon, which essentially translates to a week of caressing.
Oh, nice.
Deep dive.
Alright guys, let's talk German wedding traditions. My favourite one is the Polterabend, smashing porcelain onto the ground to drive away evil spirits the night before the wedding. And then the couple sweep up the pieces together to symbolise the fact that they're going to share future burdens.
Wow. Such a
Germans
nice
come from all over
tradition.
the world, such as the
So
tradition
good.
of throwing the bridal bouquet. Wedding planner Marco explains the typical traditions here and which ones are still practiced today.
A typical German tradition is to cut or to saw
Why?
a tree. This should be the first work that they should do together. Sometimes, especially in Bavaria, so in the south, the bride is kidnapping. So the whole bunch of guests have to look for her. And
What
she's
an
somewhere
interesting
in the
thing.
guest house,
Interesting.
and she's having a great time alone with her friends. And then the groom has to pay for her to get her back.
Oh, you know, in India, this is the same, but not with the bride.
Yeah.
It is with the
Groom's
sandal or the
Sandal
groom's shoes.
yeah.
So what the girls do is they just take away the groom's shoes, and then like the groom has to pay a good amount of money to get
Yeah.
the shoes
Yeah.
from the wife's friends.
And
or
because
the
he cannot wear
sisters.
any other extra shoes or something because it could just matching to the outfit, the sherwani.
No, actually the case is he can buy another pair, and the thing is that would be very cheap.
But it's a tradition.
But the
it's
tradition
just
is that you
fun.
have to pay to get it, and
Yeah.
the haggling or the negotiation that goes on
Yeah,
is very
so
fun.
interesting.
But this is so fun that you take the bride away, and now
Yeah.
he has to, because he cannot get another bride.
Yeah, that is interesting.
And I would like that, because like with shoes, every time what we hear is like I can get another shoes. But with
Or
bride,
even I've
not with
also
the bride.
heard that groom is also bringing now because he's going to suffer from this, and he's already bringing the other pair of the
Yes, so I think so this concept with Germany, because German efficiency, so they have
Yeah.
thought it very well.
Bit different. You have to change traditions because there are no traditions. Normally, the father of the bride leads the bride to the altar. We change that into the mothers will bring their sons to the altar. Traditions are important, but they are changing.
Oh, he's looking cute.
Well, there you have it, the world of German weddings.
What a beautifully explained video, and I love the German weddings, like the kidnapping part and also the other part where how they are very considerate about each self, like how they were saying that women now make their own or like spend their most money on their dresses, like they are able to like define like what I want, because previously when the family used to give, they had to make compromises that this kind of dress or that kind of, but now because they are earning, they are making their best dresses possible.
Yeah, definitely. And what German weddings just to show people that equality, like you have to share your burdens together, like they were cutting the tree, like in Indian custom, what happens is we light the fire and you have to circle for like 7 times. I think that German thing is very interesting because it is some kind of practical. Those are just the traditions, I would say. We do respect traditions, but that is some reality that you have to share everything
together, and that is the way they move on. And also the rice thing and everything was so fun to watch. So what do you guys think about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share and
subscribe.
bye.